stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I love the offense coming out on the first play of the game, being aggressive and going for vertical, but the ball has got to come out on time. If it doesn't, this defense, they'll get after you. They showed it to you right there. They were ready for pass on the first play, and they got to the quarterback for a sack.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right.
Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Fires to the tight end. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Johns. And he's still running after the move.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it!
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Snap in the shotgun. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man? Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's straight. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make Matt. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He leaves it with his back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's John. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running to the left. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up.
Makes the grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Drake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Change now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll try the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're facing a 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. And let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using his legs, it's Johns. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It is good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 18 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. Shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's straight. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throwing right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So,
oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
He has the first and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Right on the money. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.